Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever, of course. And we're going to talk about how the Memphis Grizzlies beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 137-128. The Grizzlies go to 19 and 29, 11 and 15 at home. The Timberwolves go to 31 and 20, 14 and 12 on the road. Memphis won the first quarter 36 to 29, the second quarter 30 to 29, the third quarter 32 to 28, but they did lose that fourth quarter 42 to 39, but it didn't matter. They was up by double figures. They was able to keep making shots, whether it was a fadeaway by Cam Spencer, a three by Cam Spencer, a dunk by Cedric Howard, baskets by Jaren Jackson Jr., or even just buckets from Jalen Wells. They all contributed and all played well at a high level to beat the better team on paper and the Minnesota Timberwolves. But let's talk about the Timberwolves first. Julius Randle, 40 minutes for him, tied for the most in the game for the Timberwolves with Anthony Edwards. He had 19 points. He went 5 of 14 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 8 from the free throw line. He was still physical. He was still bumping, rocking, knocking, hitting shots around the rim, hitting fadeaway shots. Obviously, he hit a three and was able to get some shots around the rim to go down and get to the free throw line because he was physical, initiating the contact. He did have 8 rebounds, 8 assists. He's quick to get off the ball now. That helps, obviously, because it keeps the defense off balance, and it also gives you enough room to make a shot. If you're receiving the pass, he had 1 block, 1 offensive rebound. He also had 5 personal fouls, but didn't foul out. He was the only person that was close to fouling out in this one for the Timberwolves, but he did finish as a +5 and plus minus. Jaden McDaniels, 37 minutes, 29 points. He went 11 to 14 from the field, 5 of 7 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, 3 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. The drive was going, the threes was going. He did a really good job of just scoring in bunches. And I like what he's been doing lately. You know, he was one of those players that needed to step up and play better for them to be a better team. And he has done that defensively and offensively, just not so much defensively in this game, but offensively, he had one of his better games this year. Rudy Gobert didn't score in double figures, was the only starter not to. In 25 minutes, he only had 7 points. He went 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, but he did get 10 boards and 2 blocks. That's what you want him to do when he's out there. He only had 1 turnover, 3 offensive boards, 3 personal fouls in the -8 and plus minus. DiVincenzo, keep the ball moving, attack quick, or shoot 3, 5 of 7 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 7 of 9 from the field. And he had 21 points. That's about above average for him. If he has a night like that, you're happy, especially when it's done efficiently. 34 minutes, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -3 and plus minus. Anthony Edwards, 40 minutes for him, like I said before, but he had game high 39 points. You know, he's going to get a lot of shots, a lot of chances, and a lot of opportunities to score the basketball, and he put work in using that handle to get to the basket, to get contact, to get space, to be able to knock down his perimeter shots. 13 of 27 from the field, or 27 was the most field goals in the game for one player. And on top of that, he also was 3 of 9 from 3, 10 of 14 from the free throw line. He had 7 boards, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, and a steal. 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and +2 and plus minus. Nas Reed came off the bench and went 1 of 6 from 3, 4 of 12 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He did have 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, and 4 blocks. Still a really good game when you consider the fact that he had 10 points on top of that. Even though he wasn't that efficient, the other things that he did in this game makes up for it. And 26 minutes was the most minutes on the team for a guy off the bench. And he also took the most shots off the bench with 12. And he also had the most blocks off the bench and the most rebounds off the bench, and was a guy that finished with 3 offensive boards and 3 personal fouls, and was a -18 and plus minus. Mike Conley came off the bench and played 14 minutes. He went scoreless because he went 0 of 3 from the field and 0 of 2 from 3 and had no points because of that. He did have 1 rebound, 2 assists, no turnovers, and a personal foul. It was a -13 and plus minus. And Jalen Clark played 8 minutes. He also went scoreless because he went 0 of 2 from the field and 0 of 1 from 3. He also had no turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and was a -6 and plus minus. And Bones Highland, 17 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 rebound, 3 assists. The 3 assists ended up being the most on the team from the bench. And he also had 2 personal fouls and a -6 and plus minus. And he's mainly out there to score, but he will hurt you with the pass because he is fast and quick when it comes to shooting, making decisions. Jaren Jackson had a big 3-0 in points, 31 minutes, 30 points, 8 of 17 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. He did a good job of going at people over and over again and got to the free throw line and went 11 of 11. That's leadership, and that's a good way to attack. He still only has 6 boards. He also had 1 assist, 1 turnover, and a block. 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal foul, was a +7 and plus minus. Cedric Coward had some perimeter shots to fall and some drives to go down too. Had a really, really good energetic dunk in this game. 28 minutes, 14 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and a +13 and plus minus. Jalen Wells, 26 minutes, 18 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had the 3 ball really going, but he still attacked in other ways too. He's still figuring that part of his game out because that's what they're going to need him to do in the future. If he's going to continue to be a big part of what they do on both ends of the court, he needs to continue to expand his game offensively. And Cedric Coward, not too worried about him because he is a rookie, so he's just going through his first trip, and then he figures out what he needs to work on, what he needs to get better on in the off season and throughout the season. So it's going to take him some time because he hasn't even played the whole season yet. But 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 turnover, and a steal. He did get in a lot of foul trouble with 5 personal fouls, but guarding the perimeter players on the Timberwolves can be trouble for anybody. But he was a +5 and plus minus. Jock Landale played 28 minutes. He was the big that they went with in that start lineup, and they have done it throughout the season. He was the only starter to not score in double figures in points because he had 4, mainly because he went 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3-point line. He had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 3 offensive boards, 2 personal fouls, and was a +6 and plus minus. Ty Jerome was able to score a lot of good looks in this one. He's always been that way. He's one of them sneaky players that if you don't pay attention to him, he's going to get free and he's going to hurt you, or you give him too much room and too much space, he's going to score on you. 19 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. The 8 assists ended up being the most on the team tonight. He also had 3 turnovers and a steal, 2 offensive boards, 2 personal fouls. It was a +4 and plus minus. Oliver Max Nitz Prosper, 19 minutes for him, 3 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. He did have 6 boards, which was a good in the amount of minutes they played. He also had 2 assists, no turnovers, and a steal. 3 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a +6 and plus minus. GG Jackson was flushing a lot of shots by the rim, and it was really physical. But he also went 1 of 4 from 3, so he finished 6 of 10 from the field for 13 points in those 21 minutes. He also missed his only free throw. Had the most rebounds off the bench with 8. He had an assist, a turnover, and a block. 3 offensive boards, no personal foul, and a +14 and plus minus. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 19 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 3 boards, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, and a -3 and plus minus. Vince Williams Jr., he made all of his shots from 3. The other ones he missed, which included 2 threes. 23 minutes, 16 points. He went 4 of 7 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. But he also went 4 of 6 from the free throw line to get those 16 points, which was tied for the most off the bench. He also had 1 rebound, 5 assists. The 5 assists, he was tied with Cam Spencer off the bench with that. He also had 2 steals. That was the most off the bench. He also had 3 personal fouls and was a -11 and plus minus. Cam Spencer, 25 minutes, 16 points. Like I said, he was tied with Vince Williams Jr. with that. He also had to go 3 of 5 from 3 and 4 of 9 from the field to get it, and also 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He did have 4 boards, 5 assists, tied for the most off the bench with Vince Williams Jr. in the turnover. He also had 1 personal foul and finished as a +4 and plus minus. 88 field goals taken by the Grizzlies, 50% from the field, 90 taken from the Timberwolves, 49% from the field, 41 threes taken by the Timberwolves, 39%, 41 taken by the Grizzlies, 46%, 31 Minnesota Timberwolves free throws, 77%, 35 free throws for the Grizzlies, 86%, 45 rebounds from the Grizzlies, 40 for the Timberwolves, 30 assists for the Grizzlies, 24 for the Timberwolves. Both teams had 9 turnovers, which is good, but the Grizzlies had 5 steals. The Timberwolves had 4, 2 blocks for the Grizzlies, 7 for the Timberwolves, 12 offensive rebounds for the Grizzlies. Um, 13 for the Timberwolves, 33 defensive for the Grizzlies, 27 for the Timberwolves, and then 22 personal fouls for the Grizzlies, 25 for the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves shot 4 less free throws than the Grizzlies, and it didn't matter too much, but just a very, very close game. And it's just good that the Grizzlies was able to continue to make their shots, especially from the perimeter all game. Even though they did have a good amount of free throws, a good amount of drives, they did a really good job of cutting and probing and kicking the ball out, and they shot really well from three, and they did a good job of trying to get as close to that basket as they can, and if not, let's get physical enough trying to get there to get to the free throw line, and they did a better job of making their free throws than the Timberwolves to be able to win it, and it can just be that simple when you're trying to find a way to win. If it's going to work and they have no way to counter it, they have no way to slow it down, they have no way to stop it, and this is our best way to get a win. Let's try it to see if it is going to work the entire game. Make some counters, make some adjustments, change some things up on the fly whenever it's needed, and maybe you can get a win. Well, the Grizzlies did that enough in this one, and it helped them beat one of the better teams in the Western Conference. And this is another one of those games where the Timberwolves show that they can win and they can beat a team like OKC, and then they lose to a team like this, where you look at it like, how did y'all beat the Thunder but struggle to beat a team like the Grizzlies? You couldn't slow them down, you couldn't stop them, you couldn't keep them off the line, and you want us to respect you as a contender in the West. Well, it happens every month for the Timberwolves, and it's been happening every year. So even when they've been relevant, it's hard and tough for them to play up to opponent levels each and every night. I don't know why. They still played a good game, but not good enough defensively or offensively to beat a team like the Timberwolves without even Ja Morant and without even Zach Edey. Didn't matter. Still got it done. Still ended up beating one of the quality teams that you can beat in the West and in the NBA in general. The Grizzlies should be proud of themselves and happy. They still have time to fix their season. They don't look like they're going to be able to do it, but you never know. And we'll see if they do. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.